Welcome along. Inhale, hands to prayer position, and just exhale to release any trapped energy inside the body. Inhale, arms reach above the head. Exhale, folding the hips, hands to floor. Now we're stepping back, right leg, inhale. And the left leg steps back, exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And let's practice breaths of fire here, or a couple of body breaths. Aim for like 20 rounds, or you can start small, maybe just 10 repetitions. The aim of these salutations is to unclog our energy channels, our Ida, which is our left side, and then the Pingala on the right. And through that, we might pave the way for opening of the middle channel or the sixth channel. All right, and we're stepping forward right, inhale. And we step forward left on your exhalation. Right. Inhale as you rise to your mountain position. Hands together, exhale, folding into your hands. All right, we're going to repeat the sequence. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale. When you're folding forward, your ribs remain in, and your tailbone is slightly scooping down. Inhale, the left leg steps back, and your right leg steps back. Exhale, downward facing. All right, breaths of fire again. Couple of body breaths. Aim for like 20 rounds. All right. Couple of body breaths is a good exercise to cleanse the energy channels and the nostrils, and to keep the inner body warm as well. It's my favorite cleansing pranayama. And on your next inhalation, you're stepping your left leg forward to your lunge position, and the right leg steps forward. Exhale as you fold over the hands. Inhale, rise to your stand, hands together, and exhale. All right. This round is about opening Ida in the Pingala. So we're going to start with the right, our Pingala channel. Inhale, arms reach above the head. Exhale and fold the hands. We're stepping back the right leg to the lunge. That's inhalation. On your exhalation, you're going to straighten the left thigh back, and you're folding over that leg. All right? So we alternate the lunge and the forward bend. Right? So point of difference, if you notice, my hips are lower than the knee. Alright, so it's an advanced lunge which calls for activation of your Mula Bandha. So please, as you do your low lunge, keep your tailbone scooping down, so you don't bring too much pressure down your lower back. Right? So the breath pattern: inhale as you lunge forward, and exhale as you step back, downward facing dog, and another round of breaths of fire. Maybe this time your lungs are open already, and you can aim for like 20 or 30 rounds of breaths of fire. Right. Just make sure when you do your breaths of fire, there's a light tuck of the chin in, so you're not going to keep the throat somehow closed, and the lungs passive and neutral. Right. And now after this exercise of Kapalabhati, we're going to open Ida. So you step the left foot forward to your low lunge, inhale, and exhale, straighten back. All right, and repeat the process. Right. As you inhale here, you don't want to be fighting the ribs. Rather, the ribs remain folding inside the body, and rather you're going to lift through the hollow of the ribs, and extending through the root of the mouth. So those are your bandhas active as you do your lunge and forward bend sequence. Inhale as you bend forward. Good. Exhale as you stretch back. All right. One last round. Inhale and exhale. All right. And we're stepping back, down facing dog, exhalation. All right. Breaths of fire again. Aim for like 20, 30 repetitions. When you do your breaths of fire, be mindful of any unnecessary pressure in the head. At the moment you feel the head becomes rigid or heavy, all right, there might be the energy is trapped in your neck and shoulders. You might be needing to adjust your hands just a little bit wider, or maybe stride your feet a little longer down. All right? So inhale to your tuck toes, upward facing dog. All right? So this sequence is pretty different. Yeah. So after alternating left and right, now we're going to balance the energy. So if you notice, I don't go to chaturanga anymore, so we don't bring too much pressure in the shoulder. So the sequence is exhale to your downward facing dog, Inhale straight up to your tuck toes, down, upward facing dog. All right. Bandhas remain active. So you don't want to be curling back too much. Rather, you want to draw in and up through the root of your mouth. So that's the aim of this exercise. All right. And another round of breaths of fire here. All right. At this point, it might be a little cardiovascular, so be mindful of any unnecessary pressure in the head. There will be some slight pressure there, but not to the point that you're going to feel dizzy. If you start to feel dizzy or lightheaded, you have to take it easy. All right, and step forward on your next inhalation, and exhale. Inhale, rise to stand, and exhale, hands to your heart. All right. Let's create more space, both sides, and we're going to balance through Utkatasana sequence. So first, trying the Utkatasana. So your aim is to do like 7 rounds of this. Inhale as you bend the knees to your Utkatasana. Exhale to return to stand. Now we're starting to open our middle channel or the Sushumna channel. Alright, just make sure as you bend the squat, your tailbone remains scooping in. Don't fight the ribs, keep your ribs folding in, and then lifting down the hollow of the ribs all the way to the root of the knee. Let's do one more. Inhale, and exhale, folding up the hips, hands to floor. Right. This time around, you might be feeling a little bit open in the hips. Right. So what we do now is we're going to alternate the lunge sequence and the upward facing dog, downward facing dog sequence. But before we do that, do another rounds of Kapalabhati breaths. Right. So this round is pretty cardiovascular, so start small. Okay. But your aim is to progress to 10 rounds each side. All right, so upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. All right, we're stepping left foot through, inhale. All right, exhale, step back, inhale upward, exhale downward. All right, so let's sort out the breath pattern. Inhale to lunge forward, exhale, step back, inhale, upward facing, exhale, downward facing. So if you notice, you don't do the chaturanga. Yeah. Inhale upward, exhale, step back, inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing. All right, let's try the other way. Inhale, lunge forward, low hips. Good, inhale, step back, or exhale, step back. Inhale, upward facing, and exhale, downward facing back. All right. So again, be mindful of the bandhas. You don't want to collapse the pelvis. Even if the hips are going lower than the knee, your tailbone is still tucking under, and you're lifting through the hollow of the ribs all the way up to the root of the mouth, especially on the upward facing back. So what this sequence does, it opens our left and right energy channels. And the upward facing dog right up the middle opens the Sushumna. This is really very effective. Inhale as you reach up and over. Exhale, step back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing back. So again, your aim here is to complete like 7 repetitions each leg. So that's a total of 14. And you're doing about like 7 upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing. So if you fatigue, you may just rest in downward facing dog. Right. Or try a few more rounds. Inhale, upward facing, exhale, downward facing dog. All right, after the exercise, we're going to do another round of breaths of fire. So let's just finish this one. This sequence will tremendously open your energy channels to pave way for the Kundalini energy to release and rise up. All right, do another round of breaths of fire here. So if you notice, there's considerable amount of hip openers and spine extension, because hip openers decompresses the hips to allow the energy to release, and spine extension allows the energy to rise. Or you're stepping forward or you're jumping forward this time. Inhale, arms reach above the head. And exhale, hands to hands. All right. Right. Now we'll do the combination of the squat and then the twist. So take as much break as you need. Inhale to Utkatasana, exhale, twist to the right, inhale up to your Utkatasana, exhale to the left. All right, and then just repeat the sequence. Our body is made up of like 72,000 energy channels, but 3 are the most important, and that's the focus of this sequence. We're going to open those 3 channels. The right side is Pingala, which is our more active side. The left side is our Ida, which is our calmer side. And then right at the very middle is the Sushumna channel. And then once the Ida and the Pingala opens up, you're going to allow the energy to travel through the middle. And that's where the meditative benefit of yoga starts to be felt. Inhale, arms reach above the head, exhale, twist. All right, be mindful of any pressure on the knees. Bandhas are active. Your tailbone remains scooping in. Don't fight the ribs. Lift from the hollow of the ribs all the way to the root of the mouth. Bandhas are active. You're aiming about like 7 each side. Right? And we do the squat stand sequence again. Inhale, squat position, exhale. Right? This round is about opening the middle channel already. Good. So at this round, or by this time, you might be feeling your spine is very mobile. So just celebrating that space. Yeah. Inhale, up and over to gentle back bend, and exhale. Yeah. Your aim is about to do like 7 rounds, or even go as high or as many as 10 repetitions. Right, and on your next exhalation, folding up the hips. All right, at this time you might be feeling your hips are very light already. You may try and jump back, or you may just be stepping back. This time try the Chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Another round of breaths of fire here. All right. At this time you might be feeling your spine is very active already. Yeah. And there's an energy, a sense of energized feeling, like a dynamic energized feeling. All right. Now we're coming down to kneel. All right, we're going to open the middle channel, the Sushumna channel through back bends. Yeah, but first, let's do this round easy. All right, tuck your toes under your feet there. Your toes tucking under creates additional support for your low back. All right, so just testing the water like you want to practice. Inhale, arms up and over, and exhale. All right. So when you're confident, the hips lean forward a bit, and exhale, you're curling your upper spine somehow towards the back plane of your body. All right, so the action of your toes here, your toes are pushing down and back to prevent the hips from overextending forward, and at the same time, it prevents your upper back from, or your low back and the rest of your spine from absorbing too much pressure. All right, last round, yeah. Hands to floor, exhale to your Chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing, and exhale, downward facing back. Okay. Breaths of fire again. Maybe this time you have 30 repetitions, are comfortable already. Yeah. Otherwise, stay small and easy. Okay. Keep the eyes open, keep your chin slightly tucked in, and the bandhas remain active. All right, next time, try and jump forward to the kneel. All right. So we're going to have the Ustrasana sequence once more. All right, if you're not jumping forward, just come down easy to the kneel position. All right, this time let's try the full one. Your toes remain uncurled behind you. All right, so the first round is like a test or like a preparation. Yeah, inhale, up and over with your upper spine. Exhale, hands comfortable there. All right, and repeat the sequence. All right, let's aim for like 5 or 10 repetitions. Yeah. Inhale, arms reach up and over. Yeah, exhale, hands to your hips. All right. So that's the breath pattern. Right? But more important than the movement is the support. All right. So your tailbone remain scooping under there. Yeah, as your hips move forward, and as you curl back, your ribs remain gently folding in. There's a slight tuck in the chin. Yeah, to keep the upper spine nice and open. Right. Inhale over and exhale return. Right. Now we awaken our spine greatly at this round. Right. And then just feel the energy rise, especially as you lift up and over, and let the energy soften on your exhalation. Next, inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands to floor. All right, we're going to reverse the process this time. Yeah, uncurl your toes and then slide your thigh nice and close to your body and closing at the hips. We're holding this for about 5 natural breaths. All right, ribs are in, tailbone in. All right, and step back to chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale to your upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing. All right, another round of breaths of fire. Right. This sequence could be practiced on its own. Or it could be practice like the preparation if you're going deeper into other elements after, like back bends and hip openers, or even arm balancing. Your spine is very aware at this point, so those elements will be there. All right, inhale forward, you go to a step or a jump, and exhale, folding over the knees. Next, inhale, arms reach above the head, and exhale, folding into the hands. Hope you enjoyed the practice. Namaste.